Password is one of my very favorite Fleur de Lis traditions. Our practice of gathering together right here at the start of each day in this beautiful grove to hear a thoughtful reflection shared by a staff member gives us a password to complement through our day and to remember at evening circle each night. It's a simple yet very special and powerful way that we are joined together as a community each day. Yesterday would have been our opening day, and this morning I would be sharing our first password with you for the summer right here in this grove. I so wish I was looking out at all of you standing in a semicircle under the trees. But for now, I just need to imagine you there and share a few thoughts with you as we begin our most unique summer. It can feel sad or weird or hard not to be laughing together and playing and singing and being oh so comfortable in our home away from home. You know, each one of us could choose to get stuck in that feeling of sad or weird or hard, and I'm choosing not to get stuck there, but instead embrace a quote that I learned many years ago directing another camp. The tradition at that camp was to start each meal with an inspirational thought. Over the years, the camp staff had collected hundreds of quotes, and one day I came upon this one quote that has become a guidepost for me. And here's what it said: "Most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be." Simple idea, right? And not always easy to do. It's not always easy because it requires us to actively choose to find ways to be happy instead of expecting other people or things to make us happy. I've thought about this a lot over the years, and particularly over the last few weeks. You know, as much as I love camp, I've realized that it's not camp itself that makes me happy, but it's instead what I choose to do and the way I choose to be at camp. This may seem like a strange way to think about camp, but I hope you'll consider some of those things you love most about this place and how your choices play into those. For instance, think about singing favorite songs in the dining hall. You've chosen to sing at the top of your lungs, clap and stomp your feet, jump up on the benches, and what was the result? Probably you were laughing and smiling and feeling happy. How about when you decided to try something new and discovered it was so much fun? You chose to do that new thing, and I bet you felt happy as a result. Some of those moments could have come from when you worked really hard to get a bullseye in archery or pass a swim level. You ended up feeling great and happy because you chose to put all that effort in to master a skill. Some of you have made the choice to find ways to be happy at camp even while really missing home. And of course, by putting yourself out there to help someone else or make amazing friends by sharing your stories and playing and being yourself, you chose to be happy. So while this summer is not what we imagined, we can all choose to find ways to be happy. For instance, one of the things I've already chosen to do to be happy this summer is to create some really nice gardens at my house. Usually I plant a few things in the spring, and by the time I get home at the end of summer, our gardens are pretty wild and overgrown. I'm excited that this summer I'll really get to give them lots of love and care, learn how to keep my flowers blooming all summer long, and eat lots of fresh veggies. Another thing I've chosen to do is to be really attentive to what is happening in our yard and woods around our house. Even now, I'm noticing changes from the spring from when I left at camp. Things like different bird songs and wildflowers, where the sun is at different times of the day in the sky, and even the color of the trees. Last night I went outside to hear the owls hooting, and I had an excellent surprise. There are tons of fireflies in our yard. I've always loved the fireflies at camp, and I never even realized that there are fireflies in my own yard in the summertime. All these little things equal happy. You know, there are new things I'd like to try this summer and projects I never seem to get to. The first project I've started on sorting is old photos and making scrapbooks. I have found so many hilarious photos to send to family and old friends, and it's been so much fun to share great memories and to connect special people in my life. It's definitely made me happy, and I hope it has helped them to feel happy. So I know that our first choice would be to have a great summer at camp together instead of from afar. I also know that if we make up our minds to be happy by choosing to find the fun, try new things, be a great friend, learn something new, help someone else, step out of our comfort zones, be silly, and to be the people we want to be, we will be living camp in a very special and unique way for the summer of 2020. The password for today is choose happy.